All right, now let's go ahead and implement this, and this is the product controller itself, and based on that we are going to change that particular method itself, because at the current stuff like this is going to simplify with this simple repository pattern, and the repository which is included is that iProduct repository, and its implementation is getting picked up, right? But at this particular moment what we want is, like, rather than iProduct repository we can have something else, and in that case something else is like iGeneric repository, and this generic repository is going to expect some kind of thing, let's say this product, and let's say we can just call this product repository, in which case we can simply come here down, and let's come down, and likewise I just need to provide this for product brand as well, and this way we can call this product brand, and I hope this is fine. And likewise I'll just be providing this for product type, and these are the types which we are giving to the generic repository, and based on that we are just asking that product brand repository we can give. I don't know why this IntelliSense is not coming. I was hoping now it came, and likewise we can call this here as product type repository as well. Now for these what we can go ahead and what we could do here is something called come on, I thought like it will give me to get that. So what we can do is just duplicate this one, and in that case let's say this iGeneric repository of product first of all, and let's have this as and let's do this way, yeah. And now the same fashion what we are going to have is, let's duplicate this and again duplicate, let's get rid of this, and here we are going to have product type, and here we are going to have product brand. Likewise we are just going to have product something wrong with IntelliSense, looks like I need to write the entire thing, that is not good. And let's have this product brand here, and this is what it is, this product brand is coming, and now this thing is in place. Now with this thing what we can do here is, like, we can simply get rid of this, and we can get rid of this as well, and here what we can say is like product, simply come here and product repository, and looks like I by mistake gave here, and product repository means product repository, and then we have this product brand repository, and then we have sorry, now then we have product type repository, and this is going to be product type repository. So that's it, at least now my constructor piece is in place, right? So what I'm just going to have is now something like this, right? So this is going to be something called product repository, and this is the same thing which it is going to be, and product repository get product ID by sync. Now this is for get products, this is again for get product, and this is for get product. So this is where our get product brand is going to come into picture, right? And now the next thing which is going to be is get product type, right? So this product type is going to be likewise. So this is it. Now let's go ahead and build this thing, and let's see this thing in action, right? So I hope this thing will be working, right? So let me just build this thing, and this should be fine. And as you see, this build succeeded with warning, so we can just try running this thing now itself. Alright, so now let's go ahead and hit the play button, and let's see this thing in action, whether it's working or not. And As you can see, this is coming fine, and at the moment I am not seeing any error, which you can see here, like this is looking fine, right? So if I just take this swagger into my chat gpt itself, I mean into Microsoft Edge itself, and you can use any browser whichever you like. Since I use ChatGPT into Microsoft Edge, that's why I'm using it here itself. And if you just see this, let's try running this get products, and let's see, try seeing that whether it's coming or not. So you see now it's coming, and this time it is coming with that your the generic repository pattern which we have implemented so far. So if you just go back to the code and you see this, because iGeneric repository is going to resolve this product, and via this product repository it's going into that. And let's put a debug point here, and let's see this thing in action, like actually what is happening behind the scenes. So we can go to this implementation part as well, and from here it should be this is a strange. And let's hold a second, let's wait for a, and let's go to that. And now let's go to this implementation here, and come on, this is strange. I mean, it's not showing this implementation part. This is okay, this is getting substituted at the runtime, right? So, and let's say this is the thing, and this is where we are just going to put that, so that I wanted to show you that how this set t is actually getting resolved here, right? So this is basically these things you should be trying itself, like rather than coding with me as well. And I think I have not started in a debug mode, so let me just do that. And so if you see that this is getting launched and debugger is getting attached here, and this is what it is now. All those things are attached. Now this is coming up, and still looks like this has not yet come. And yeah, this has come. And seed data context, it looks like I was having into that seed data part as well, which I can remove debug point from here. And I'll just go as is. And so what I'm just going to tell is I like to stop by when it has reached to the point where we can try that thing out. Like now let's go ahead and refresh this, and now let's go to this try it out, and let's execute this again. Now you are inside this particular controller method, and here is the product repository, which is your generic repository of product, which you can see here. And the context, it has already taken the e-commerce context. And now what you can do is you can step inside, and what it is actually doing is basically, and I like to get inside this. Okay, I don't want into that particular part. Let's step out from this, and now let's try to get inside here, right? So which is this method, your generic repository implementation, because the one which it has downloaded is the generic implementation from .NET side. We don't want to see that part. And we are already assuming that those things are already correct and battle tested, and that's why this is part of the framework, right? So now let's see this thing here. And if you see that this expression is getting built it over here. So this, if you see this includes section, right? So this is the expression tree, and this is what it is going to come apart. Let's say if there is any expression, let's say this is for the get products, right? So in that case, like if there is anything which is there, right, so which has already included, and this is now the part of the query. And if you just see that the query itself, right, so this is going to be a little longer, and looks like we have lost the context for that. And anyways, that's not a problem. That queryable part you can anyways anytime you can see that. And that what happens is basically it constructs the expression tree. You can put a watch here also, and you can just see that query what it has created. And this will simply it will give you that particular context and the expression tree as well, like what is being created. And with that thing in place, right, so if you just get inside, step over, let's just step over and basically come out. And this is what is the products, which is count 35, which it is showing. And this is what we have seen in that browser itself, right? So and that's how it's getting picked up, right? So if you just go a step out from there, right? So and you can simply cancel this one, this we are not going to need that. And if I just go to the browser, so okay, looks like this is still running and this is still there. So just play here and this should be fine now. So now this is fine, right? So yes, now one thing which you have might have noticed here, right? So the things which is not getting translated here, like this product type and brand ID, so we will like to translate this as well. So we'll see this how to do that into that the coming videos itself, because it makes sense to show you the brand ID rather than brand, so that navigation property, right? The product type and product brand is currently is not getting filled in, and that's why that the navigation property which you have seen, that was coming as a null context itself. That means that expression is not working entirely accurately, right? So we need to fix this. Anyways, this is not the ideal way to handle this generic repository when it comes with that navigation property, and that is where we are going to deal with some other pattern, and that is what we are going to introduce some kind of specifications to that, so that expression tree can be exclusively built, and then that expression tree can take care of all this, include pattern and all other aspects which can be delegated to that. And this is the reason you see this navigation property is not coming in. And eventually if you try the other ones as well, like so even if you just try with this one, so this will also give you the same issue. You see this product type and product brand is coming as null. At the same time you can see the brands, if you just go ahead and see that, and this is coming up because this is a straightforward query. So let's suppose that if I would have excluded that navigation property, so in that case what would have happened, that these two properties might have not been filled, but at the same time this doesn't make sense as well, right? So let's see that particular thing in coming videos, like how to fix this.